In this lesson, we're going to learn how to prevent your controls property from being changed. So this might be something that you want to do. So maybe you're sharing your project with someone, but you don't want them to modify certain properties, or even sometimes maybe you don't want to modify your project. Sometimes I have my kids playing on my computer, and you know what happens when kids are playing on a computer. Anything can happen. They can press any other thing and delete it. So if you want to prevent that changes, I'll show you how. So if you select any of the control, let's select this button for example, and go to the identity inspector. There's an option here that says lock. So right now it says inherited nothing. So what I'll do is I will click the options and choose all properties. So this means we don't want any of the property to be changed. So if we go to the attribute inspector and we try to modify you can see the just watching the middle here, you will see padlock. So I'm trying to increase the font size and it's not allowing me because the property is locked. If I try to change the font color, same, it's not going to allow me to change any of the property, which is quite good. So what I'll do is I'm going to undo that property. So let's go back to the identity inspector. I'm going to change it back to nothing, but because these three buttons, they are embedded inside another view here. So as you can see, we have another view. So what I'll do is I will lock the view itself. So let's go to this view and then lock it. I'm going to say all properties are now locked for this view. So if I now select any of this button and I try to change the font size, you see I'm not able to as well, because it's inheriting. The reason is because it inherited the property of the view. So if you don't want any of these buttons to be changed, all you have to do is just make sure that, so I'm going to try and change the property of the contact us button. I'm not able to, because the parent control, which is the parent view that they embedded in, the properties cannot be changed. So that means if you don't want this particular scene, if you don't want it to be changed at all, if you don't want the property of this screen to be changed, just click on it and then go to the identity inspector and then just lock everything, all properties. So now we will not be able to change anything on the screen. You cannot change this one, for example. It will prevent you this title. Let's change it and type something else here. It's not going to allow it. So that's one way to prevent changes being done onto your screen. So now when you have kids and they press delete, they're not able to delete anything on your screen. Thank you.